Assalamu alaikum students, hopefully you are fine. Today date is 16 December 2022 and day is Friday. Last time we read unit number 24, that was about Prophet Yunus alayhi salam. So before starting the new lesson, I will ask some questions from you. Okay, can you tell me where was Prophet Yunus alayhi salam sent? Okay, yes. Prophet Yunus alayhi salam was sent to the people of Mosul. Okay, do you know where is Mosul? Yes, good. It's a city in Iraq. So, next question is, why was Yunus alayhi salam thrown overboard from the ship? Anyone? Yes, Ali? Okay, yes. Prophet Yunus alayhi salam was angry with his people and he told them that they would be punished after 30 days. So he was thrown overboard from the ship. Okay, can you tell me who was commanded by Allah to swallow Yunus alayhi salam? Yes, good. Allah commanded a whale to swallow Yunus alayhi salam. Okay, next question is, how did Allah care for Yunus alayhi salam on the shore? Yes, good. Allah commanded a plant to grow over him and provide him food and shelter when he was ill. So this is how he recovered from his illness. Okay, the last question is, what lesson you learned from the story of Yunus alayhi salam? Yes, what lesson do you learn from the story of Yunus alayhi salam? Yes, the story of Yunus alayhi salam teaches us that Allah's help comes when his people are in despair and hardship. So Prophet Yunus alayhi salam was in hardship, so Allah's help came for him and he recovered because Allah forgave him. Okay, now we will start our new lesson, that is unit number 25, Ammar ibn Yaasir Razi Tala Anhu. Ammar. In this chapter, we will read and we will know about Ammar Razi Tala Anhu. Ammar ibn Yaasir. Ibn means beta. Ammar was the son of Yasir Razi Tala Anhu. So Ammar ibn Yaasir means Ammar was the son of Yasir Razi Tala Anhu. So we will read this chapter and we will learn about Ammar ibn Yaasir Razi Tala Anhu, and we will know all the details about his family and about his life of Ammar ibn Yaasir Razi Tala Anhu. Okay students, now we will read this chapter 25, Ammar ibn Yaasir Razi Tala Anhu. So firstly, Ammar's father Yasir al-Ansi came from Yemen to Makkah with his two brothers in search of a lost brother of theirs. Okay, do you know where is Yemen? Okay, yes. Yemen is in Middle East. So Ammar's father, his name was Yasir al-Ansi. He came from Yemen to Makkah. It means that three brothers, one was Yasir al-Ansi and two his brothers, other brothers, they came to find out their lost brother in Makkah. His brothers Al-Haris and Malik returned while Yasir settled in Makkah. So his two brothers, they returned from Makkah. So students, his brothers' names were Al-Haris and Malik. They both returned while Yasir settled in Makkah. It means that the three brothers came from Yemen to Makkah to find out their lost brother, and the two brothers, they returned back, but Yasir remained in Makkah. He married Sumayya bin Hubat. There was a woman whose name was Sumayya bint Hubat, so he married her. Sumayya was a slave girl. So do you know what is meant by slave girl? She was a slave girl of Banu Makhzum. So, and what is Banu Makhzum? Okay, yes, Banu Makhzum was the name of a tribe in Mecca, and slave girl means she was under a master of Banu Makhzum. Slave girl, today in this time we have servants in our homes, but earlier there were slaves. the people who were called slaves, they were bound to do every order that was given by their master. But today, you know, we have servants in our home, but we pay them for their work, and they are supposed to do the desired and order work. But slaves were bound to do all the works that were ordered by their master. So Ammar was born in bondage. So what is bondage? Bondage means slavery. So as you know, the mother of Ammar, she was Sumayya, and she was a slave girl. So of course the son of Sumayya, Ammar, who was also a slave of Banu Makhzum tribe. But later he was set free by his master Abu Huzaifa ibn al-Mughira. So you can see this, that the master of Sumayya was Abu Huzaifa ibn al-Mughira. Abu Huzaifa, ibn means beta, son, and Abu Huzaifa was the son of al-Mughira. So he was a good man, so he freed Ammar radhiyallahu anhu from slavery. Okay, next is Ammar radhiyallahu anhu and his parents were among the early adherents of Islam. So what is the meaning of adherents? Yes, adherents means supporters. So Ammar radhiyallahu anhu and his parents, they were the people who were the early supporters of Islam. They were cruelly tortured because of their faith, as they were the people who early people who supported Islam. So they were tortured because of their faith, as the faith of their forefathers was different from the faith of them. So they were tortured by some tribesmen people of Makkah. They tortured them because they changed their faith. They were exposed to a swear test. Can you guess what is the swear test? Swear test means a harsh test. They were passed through a harsh test, but they bore this test with great courage. Bore is a past form of bear. And do you know what is the meaning of bear? Okay, yes, bear means tolerate. So they tolerated this test with great courage. What is courage? Yes, it is bravery and patience. So they tolerated this test with great courage, with great bravery and patience. Sumayya radhiyallahu anhu, the mother of Ammar. You know, Sumayya radhiyallahu anhu, she was the mother of Ammar, was the first martyr of Islam. What is the meaning of martyr? Yes, martyr means the first one who died for the sake of Islam. So as you know that Sumayya radhiyallahu anhu, Yasir and Ammar, they were the early supporters of Islam, and they were cruelly tortured because of their faith. So Sumayya radhiyallahu anhu was the first martyr of Islam. They were tortured, and Sumayya radhiyallahu anhu also died during this torture. So she is called as the first martyr of Islam. Who killed her? Now the next thing, like who killed Ammar's mother? Abu Jahl killed her with a spear in a very cruel way. Do you know what is a spear? Spear. Can you guess what is a spear? Okay, yes. Spear is a weapon. It's a weapon, and it has a pointed tip, and it is thrown at someone. As you can see, this is a spear. It has a pointed tip and it is thrown at someone, and it may kill someone and it may injure someone. So this is how Abu Jahl killed her with a spear in a very cruel way. Do you know who was Abu Jahl? Yes, Abu Jahl was a tribe leader in Makkah, and he was the enemy of Islam. He was against Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So he was torturing all those people who were supporting Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Yasir radhiyallahu anhu, his father, also died because of torture. So you can guess how cruelly tortured they were. Yasir radhiyallahu anhu, the father of Ammar, he also died because of this torture. But Ammar survived. Ammar survived. What is meant by Ammar survived? It means that mother of Ammar, Sumayya radhiyallahu anha, father of Ammar, Yasir radhiyallahu anhu, they were all killed because of this torture. But Ammar remained saved. The Prophet ﷺ said to them once, Prophet ﷺ once said that, be patient, family of Yasir, Your meeting place will be in paradise. As Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said to them that you need to be patient. Bear this torture with patience. Yasir's family of Yasir, it means mother of Yasir, Sumayya Razi Ta'ala anhu, and father of Yasir, and father of Ammar, Yasir Razi Ta'ala anhu. They both and Yasir, Ammar, they need to be remain patient because their meeting place will be in paradise. They will meet in paradise with Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The pagans would expose Ammar Zitalanhu to the searing sand of the hot desert, burn him with hot iron in various parts of his body, and plunge him into water with his bleeding wounds until he fainted. So what is the meaning of this word? Pagans. Pagans are basically those people whose religion is different from other people. Like their religion is different from the mainstream people. Like at that time there were Arabs people whose religion was different from the religion of Prophet Muhammad. So they were against the religion of Prophet Muhammad and they wanted to worship their idols. So what pagans did? They would expose Ammar Zitalanhu to the searing. Searing means hot, burnt, hot sand of the hot desert. So they will expose, they will make Prophet Ammar Zitalanhu exposed to the hot sand of desert and then burn him with hot iron in various parts of his body. They will hot a rod of iron and they will then burn with that rod to the body of Ammar Zitala Anhu and plunge him into water. Plunge means throw him, push him into water with his bleeding wounds until he fainted. Fainted means until he will lose his consciousness. So his bleeding wounds, bleeding means from where the blood is coming. So this is how they will treat Ammar Zitala Anhu. They cruelly tortured him. They would punish him in this way many times and they repeated this process many times. Why did they repeat this process many times? Because they wanted Ammar Zitalanhu to leave Islam, but he refused. Refused means he did not accept their demands. He refused to leave Islam and he remained on his religion. Ammar Zitalanhu migrated first to Abyssinia. Migrate. What is meant by migrate? Yes, migrate means moving from one place to another. So Ammar Zitalanhu migrated first to Abyssinia. Do you know where is Abyssinia? Guess where is Abyssinia? Yes, last time we read about Abyssinia. It's a country in Africa. Today it is called as Ethiopia. Okay, and later to Medina. So Ammar Zitalanhu, firstly he moved to Abyssinia and then he moved to Medina. He took part in all the battles in the lifetime of Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and in those during the days of Abu Bakr and Umar Zitalanhu. So you can guess about the lifetime of Ammar Zitalanhu. Like he participated in all the battles during the lifetime Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And after that, he also participated along with Abu Bakr Zitalanhu in all the battles. And then he also participated along with Umar Zitalanhu in all the battles. He was known for his courage. Courage means bravery. He was known. He was famous. Why was he famous? He was famous because of his bravery. He also took part in building the Prophet's mosque. He also participated in making the Prophet's mosque. He fell in the battle of Siffin in the year 37 after Hijrah. So he fell in the battle of Siffin. So he actually died in the battle of Siffin and the year was 37 after Hijrah. Now how he died, let's discuss. Okay, firstly we will talk about the battle of Siffin. Like who fought the battle of Siffin? It's called the battle of Siffin because Siffin is the name of a place and it's in Asia and it's near Euphrates river and that is why the battle is called Siffin, because it was fought at the place of Siffin. And if I talk about who fought this battle, Battle of Siffin was fought between Hazrat Ali Anhu and between one of Shia governor of Syria. So what happened in the Battle of Siffin? On the day of the Battle of Siffin, Ammar said, "Bring me a drink of milk." Ammar said that he wanted to drink milk. When it was brought to him, he drank it and said, "The Prophet ﷺ said to me, your last drink in this world will be a drink of milk." So it means he was aware that it is his last drink, and he said that Prophet ﷺ had already told him that his last drink in this world will be a drink of milk. So he drank the glass of milk. He then went forward and fought until he was martyred. He was 93 years old at the time and was buried at Siffin. So he after drinking a glass of milk, he went forward and he again fought until he was martyred. It means he died in the Battle of Siffin, and at that time his age was 93 years old, and he is also buried at Siffin. So students, this was all about the story of Ammar ibn Yaasir radhiyallahu anhu. So now I will ask you some questions about Ammar ibn Yaasir radhiyallahu anhu. So firstly, starting from Ali, can you tell me who was Ammar ibn Yaasir radhiyallahu anhu? Okay. Can you tell me about his father? Yes, his father was Yasir radhiyallahu anhu. And what was the name of his mother? Yes, good. His mother name was Sumayya radhiyallahu anhu. And what was Sumayya a slave girl? Yes. And can anyone tell me the name of tribe of that where Sumayya was a slave girl? Yes, good. Sumayya was a slave girl of Banu Makhzum. So how Ammar was born? Yes, Ammar was born in bondage, means he was born in slavery because his mother was a slave girl of Banu Makhzum tribe. So who was the master of Sumayya? Yes, her master was Abu Huzaifa ibn al-Mughira. Okay, what was the behavior of early Arab people with the Ammar and his parents? Yes, good. Ammar and his parents were cruelly tortured because they had accepted Islam, and they were the people who were the early supporters of Islam. Okay, can you tell me who killed Sumayya radhiyallahu anha? Yes, good. Abu Jahl killed Sumayya radhiyallahu anha. Okay, how Abu Jahl killed Sumayya radhiyallahu anha? Yes, good. Abu Jahl killed her with a spear in a very cruel way. Okay, and what is a spear? Yes, spear is a weapon which has a pointed tip and it is thrown at someone. And with a spear, Abu Jahl killed Sumayya radhiyallahu anha. Okay. Okay, can anyone tell me where was Ammar radhiyallahu anhu first migrated? Yes, firstly he migrated to Abyssinia, and then he migrated to Medina. Next question is, where is Abyssinia? What do you know about Abyssinia? Yes, good. Abyssinia is present name of Ethiopia, and it is present in Africa. Okay, where Ammar ibn Yaasir radhiyallahu anhu was killed? During which battle Ammar ibn Yaasir radhiyallahu anhu got martyred? Yes, he was martyred during Battle of Siffin, and he is also buried at Siffin. Okay, can you tell me what was the last drink of Ammar ibn Yaasir and why he drank a glass of milk? Yes, good. On the day of Battle of Siffin, Ammar said, "Bring me a drink of milk," and when it was brought to him, he drank it and said, Prophet Muhammad ﷺ had told him that your last drink in this world will be a drink of milk. And after that he fought and he got martyred. So students, this story was all about Ammar ibn Yaasir radhiyallahu anhu. Hopefully you have learned it and you have found it interesting. So inshallah we will discuss this lesson in the next lesson. We will discuss the story in the next lesson. Until that time, Allah Hafiz.